Hi, Manchester United. Hi, it's Aussie Villain. Yeah, look, postponing our league fixture, it did kind of mess up the YouTube schedule a little bit, but, I suppose your Champions League semi-finals are a little bit more important than that. But listen, I have an idea of how you can make it up to me. No, I do not want a signed photo of the manager, but I will take Hannibal on loan for another season. Done. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 3, Episode 8 here at Sheffield Wednesday as we look to lead the team to Champions League glory. And today, it is very much do or die in our bid for some sort of European football. Will probably be, what's the new one? The Euro 2 Cup Conference thing. We are playing West Ham and Tottenham, two teams that are in that battle with us. So we'll just see how that goes. Now, of course, the big news since last episode is that Hannibal Mabry will be joining us next season on loan. That is absolutely brilliant. I think if he hasn't been our best player, he's certainly been one of them. You can see there that we've extended it through to 2024, the end of that season, so end of summer 2024, which is obviously just a bit more than 12 months away. Brilliant news. Could not be happier with that. We've looked at nowhere near as good a team without him. And hopefully, as we saw if you followed me with the Brentford series, we did eventually, after loaning him several seasons, just sign him. So I'm hoping that we'll get something similar out of him here. You can see I am a favoured person. He doesn't really have an affinity to Sheffield Wednesday as of yet. And he still has a little bit to go in his Manchester United contract. So we'll see what happens with him down the line. But 18 million, we might even have a sneaky bid this time next year to see if we can sign him permanently. But yeah. Hannibal will be back with us next season, which is brilliant news, I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, we have two games to catch you up on. There was a rearranged fixture, as you heard there. So the Manchester United game is coming at the end of the season now. They're in the Champions League semi-finals. So just the two games to catch you up on. The first one of those was against West Brom. Antonio Marin capitalised on a defensive mix-up to give us the lead. Martinez picked out Hannibal to make it 2-0 at half-time. Before Meyer did the same thing in the second half to make it 3-0 on the break. And Solanke added a fourth. So there we go, a really dominant performance from us, particularly going forward. You can see from XG, we were lucky not to concede. They only had 4 shots on target, which tells you they created some good chances. They did miss a penalty as well, by the way. Just it's probably important to note. I think actually it might have been saved based on Bazunu's match rating there. But you can see, just generally speaking, match rating was quite good. We did give Doyle, one of our youngsters, a game at centre-half or centre-back for this one. He did quite well. And, of course, we gave our young Colombian right-back, Martinez, the game at right-back, obviously. And, again, he did quite well, ended up with an assist. So, really good from us. Very happy with that. The next game was against Fulham. We took an early lead with a Hannibal wonder goal. But Fulham took a share of the points in the second half. So there we go. It was, to be honest, it was probably the game that cost us European football. It was a wonderful goal, wasn't it, from Hannibal to start things off. 3 goals in 2 games from him. And we just stopped playing after that. We were, in the end, maybe a little bit lucky to even take a point from a home game against a team that is struggling towards the bottom of the league. It was just a really disappointing game. I went with a stronger lineup in this one because other results had started to go our way a little bit. If we have a quick look at the league table here, there had been some drop points by, I think, all the teams that are above us. So I thought we took Fulham more seriously, which is why we had Worrell and, I think, was it Carmo as centre-back? So coming into today's game, today's games, we have West Ham and Spurs, as you can see, 2 teams that are above us. We are currently, with no games in hand, we are... What's that? 7 points back of Spurs, and with 2 games in hand, we are 9 points back of Arsenal. If we can win both of our games today, particularly the one against Tottenham, which is the second game, then we just maybe keep it alive. But I think if we drop any more points, then that is officially going to be it, isn't it? So, yeah, let's get and have a look here, see what we're doing against West Ham. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. And this is the team we're going with. We're going to keep going with strong teams. Now, the reason why do we have Martinez at right back? Because Williams is injured. And where's Iorfa? Iorfa's on the bench. Let's maybe go with Iorfa. Yeah, nothing against you, Martinez, but he's done quite well, actually. No, let's show... Oh, no, I'm looking at Dawson. Anyway, focus. So Bazunu in goal. It's Horn, Carmo, Worrell, and Iorfa as the back four. McCrory, Garner, and Hannibal in midfield. Edwards and Mayer out wide. It's Solanke up top. Let's get out there. Okay, so we can see the lineups here. Alioski is there. We had him at Leeds. We had Bowen at Leeds as well. We had some really good players. Maybe not Alioski. I didn't really particularly get on with him. But we had some good players in that Leeds team this time last year, didn't we? Probably shouldn't say that managing Sheffield Wednesday either, should I? What do we want to say to this? Well, the underdogs go out there, cause an upset. Okay, I can get on board with that. I think some finger pointing. We have faith. And, well, that's been a good reaction, hasn't it? All right, here we are in London, facing West Ham. And, well, yeah, it's season on the line, really, isn't it? It's unlikely we're going to be able to get enough points. And like I say, that Fulham game, I think when we look back, the draws against Fulham, Brighton, and Brentford are going to be 6 points we really, really wish we had. Obviously, the Fulham game was more disappointing being at home, whereas Brentford and Brighton were away from home. But at this point of the season, you can't afford to drop those points. Hannibal's done well there. Can he keep possession for us? He does. Carmo gets it forward quickly, but there's no one there. Edwards is quick. He's not quite that quick. It's becoming a long old highlight, isn't it? Kangana, of course, back from injury. McCrory is going to close them down. We've got maybe one too many players shuffled over there. It's Bowen, and Bowen scores for West Ham. Oh, it's disappointing. Early in the game, of course, gives us time to mount our comeback, but disappointing, as I say. Horn, he just doesn't do enough defensively, does he? And that, I think, is going to be his downfall as a Sheffield Wednesday player long term. I'd like him getting forward. He whips in some fantastic crosses. But he just doesn't quite do enough for us defensively. Here come West Ham again. This is suggesting that maybe we've got our tactics wrong as Horn runs straight past Bowen. Iorfa, we're going to have to defend with more... Oh, Jesus Christ, with more width here, aren't we? It might be too late, though. We're 2-0 down inside 10 minutes, or just over 10 minutes, actually. And we have not started this game well at all, have we? Yeah, we're just far too narrow. A little bit of bad luck there. Barzanu's got his hands to the ball. The central defenders are just standing around watching. And we might need a berate. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves straight. But 2-0, it's the scoreline, isn't it? If we get a goal now, with almost a full game to play, 1 goal down, you'll take that. But it's tackled away, it's lumped forward. Worrell is there, he has that covered. He goes wide for Iorfa, back to Worrell. McCrory is in space, he goes over the top. I'm not quite sure who he's looking for there. I mean, that's not a short pass or a low tempo, is it? But here we are. Iorfa, mate, what are you doing? Go and mark your man. All right, we need to change pretty much everything, don't we? Let's start by berating them because this is horrid. Let's go in here. Let's just go and tell these guys to go mark your man for the love of football. Go and stand on him. Horn, you go stand on your guy. And stop letting the wide players wreak havoc, please, guys. The berating seems to have worked. They're playing as inside wingers, inverted wingers, I should say, which they don't look like they are. But here we go with Edwards. He's got one-on-one. He should be able to win that. He can. Edwards is in. Edwards can't find the finish. The next goal is so crucially important, and that was a good opportunity to get it, wasn't it? The West Ham attackers are absolutely running riot. Look at those match ratings for them already. Alioski gets forward. Can we win that back? I'm going to say that we need to change the way we're defending here because they're just playing too well, aren't they? So let's go put some pressure on them high up the pitch and see if that helps us at all. May has done a good job there. Stopped his man getting forward. That's what we need you to do. Oh, we're 3-0 down, boys. This is embarrassing. Come on. Well, needless to say, I don't think we'll be going to Europe next season. They are just ripping us to pieces, aren't they? They're passing it around. They're too quick for us. Hannibal's looking anxious. Let's just try encouraging them. I mean, there's a long way to go. And of course, this is coming off the back of last time we saw us. It was 4-4 against Liverpool. So we're going to need to do something similar here to get back into it. Yeah. We are just not getting anywhere near them, are we? Iorfa goes with his man there, but he's lost him. If you can't beat them, break them. Hopefully we don't get a sending off. We haven't got any bookings yet, so that's a positive. But we need to do something. We need to try and break them up, don't we, the way they're playing? Because look at those match ratings. They're absolutely killing us. The wide players are killing us. Well, the bright side is we have got a little bit better as that half went on, but look at that. Absolutely destroyed. Is it water bottle throwing time? I think it might... Let's throw a water bottle. It had kind of the effect that I was fearing it might. Can we try and win them around now with some fist pumping? We have faith. It looks as though we can. It's going to have to be the mother of all comebacks. Get off my field, Solanke, if that's how you're going to act. Let's give him some encouragement. And needless to say, we need to score early. We haven't done that. And do we look... Yeah, I'm going to edit this out. We're going to have to change what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to switch back into this sort of a formation. We're going to try Edwards just as an attacking midfielder in there, just trying to get on the ball and just running at them. And hopefully, we want you dribbling as much as possible, though, please, mate. Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, we can't be much worse, can we? Let's be honest. So, it's so disappointing. Here we go with a throw. Iorfa into Hannibal. Hannibal, what can he do? He loses out. McCrory's there. He wins it back for Garner. Garner gets it wide, looking for Horn. This is where he is good. Can he get that cross in? There it is. It's headed away, though. And West Ham clear it, only as far as Worrell. He gets it forward for Garner again. Mabry to Edwards. Solanke back to Edwards. Have a run at them, mate. Here we go. It's a nice little bit of football. It's fallen for Iorfa. Iorfa's there. Iorfa sticks it away. His first of the season. It's 3-1. And, well, this is more like it now, boys. Come on, let's see if we can get ourselves back into this. If we can get another goal quickly, there's still over half an hour to play. It's a bit of luck falling for us, actually. The clearance has gone straight into a West Ham player and fallen for Iorfa. So we've got some luck. Can we build on that now? That's the big question. Let's demand more. And let's see what we can do here. Edwards is looking frustrated. Hannibal's looking anxious. We've got a corner to defend. Can we get that away? We can. I think it was Carmo. Hannibal's going to pick that up, though. Hannibal goes past one. Hannibal goes past two. Ruiz is with him. Can he find him? He's got Edwards as well. Hannibal's he going to go himself? It's blocked away last minute. He just couldn't... Oh, Hannibal, what is that, mate? Come on. Oh, that was silly. All right, let's give him a calm down, maybe. We're looking a little bit anxious. That hasn't worked either. Nothing is working. Last goal wins. That's the rule, isn't it? We'll give him some encouragement if we can here, please, game. But it looks like West Ham has somewhat just shut up shop, haven't they? And, well, despite getting the final goal of the game, we have, well, we've been thoroughly beaten by West Ham, haven't we? And that is, it's just disappointing. It wasn't a pleasing performance at all. So there we go. West Ham eased to victory, and they really did, didn't they? What's happened there? We'll not be taking qualified for the Europa League. All right, so that's an extra spot in the... I mean, I think that is essentially, that's us done anyway in terms of European football. It does go down to 7th now, but that... Yeah, I mean, it's teasing us, isn't it? But we're not going to get there because Tottenham have a game in hand. We play Tottenham next. If we win that, maybe it's still on. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back for Spurs. Okay, welcome back. Now it is time to vote on your Viewers Player of the Year. Next episode, as I said, European football looks like it's done now. So, yeah, next episode we'll have our end of season awards. We'll round out the season, and of course we will announce your player of the season. Now, thank you for everybody who nominated players. It's always greatly appreciated. You take the time and effort to do that. And we have 4 nominees. Now, the way that we've done this is players that were nominated, there was no sort of outstanding... sort of one player that was nominated like we had with Hannibal. Was that last season, I think? So we've got 4 nominees, and what I've done, of all the players nominated, I've taken the 4 with the highest average match rating. Now, in alphabetical order, the first nominee is goalkeeper Cameron Dawson. 2 clean sheets, an average match rating of 7.70, but it should be noted he played 4 games this year, so he played very well when he did play, but Bazanu obviously has been the #1 for the duration of the season. Second nominee is, of course, Hannibal Mabry. 13 goals this year, 6 assists, and an average match rating of 7.09. The third nominee is Gustavo Meyer, on loan from Barcelona, of course. 9 goals, 2 assists, and an average match rating of 6.95. And the final nominee is the man up top, Dominic Solanke. He has 9 goals this year, 2 assists, and an average match rating of 6.89. Now, it's going to be the same way that works for voting for goal of the season. Down at the top of the description, there's going to be a link to a straw poll. Go and click on that and vote for who you think has been our best player or your favourite player this season. Doesn't have to be the best player. And we will announce the winner at next episode's end of season awards. And if you want a little bit more information to go off of than just these sort of basic stats, if you go to the Discord, there's a link to that in the description as well. I am going to post sort of the stats page for each of the players for the season, so you can see a little bit more in depth. If you want to make a more informed choice. You probably, if you can't be bothered, then that's fine. Just go off of this. But yeah, so those are the player of the year. We'll announce the winner next episode's end of season awards. And well, now let's get on to the second game. And that second game was actually against Burnley. Don't know where I got Spurs from. I got postponed. Games have been moving around all the time because of European fixtures. But the news since last game is that we have made a signing for the summer for next season. Matteo, a young defensive midfielder, £700,000. I think that we triggered a release fee to get him for this. You can see he had already said he wanted to leave Villarreal. He's going to be on $6,500 a week. He turns 18 on the 13th of July, so that's when he'll sign for us. Let's have a quick look at him, and I think we've got a very, very good, potentially very good anyway, defensive midfielder. You can see the scouts absolutely love him, sign him whatever the price. $700,000 is obviously a very good price for that. Yeah, so I think just a defensive midfielder, you can never have too many good young players at a club, and that's exactly what this guy will be, and we'll just kind of see where his career takes him from there. You can see he's been playing in Villarreal's B team. He's played in their C team as well this season and done well to good, I would say, for a 17-year-old. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy to get him in. Let me know what you guys think of him in the comments. But yeah, that is someone who will be joining us next season. Now, as I said, we are playing Burnley. Apologies for getting the game wrong all episode, thinking it was Spurs. But Spurs did win their game in hand. We're now 10 points behind them with 5 games to play for the 2 of us. It's not happening, is it? It's not happening. Potentially Arsenal we could catch. We've got 2 games in hand on them, but we would need to win out to do that, and I just don't think it's happening. When you look at the running we have to come Tottenham, who is 7th, Villa, who are 11th, then we have both Manchester clubs. So the chances of us winning out, even if we do win here against Burnley, they're slim to none, aren't they, really? So let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We can only beat the team in front of us, and let's see if we can beat Burnley. Expecting a 4-4-2. Is there a more Sean Dyche formation than that? This is a team we're sending out. Now, Taylor's got a bit of a knock. He should be fine. We don't really have another left back, or else Taylor wouldn't be on the bench in the first place. So it's going to be Bazanu in goal. It's Horn. We're going to give Doyle another game. Yeah, we're just going to give some youngsters some game time between now and the end of the year for the most part. Bellick and Martinez will make up the rest of the back four. McCrory will continue as the DM. We're going to have Garner and Hannibal continuing in midfield. Edwards down the right as an inverted winger. Marin's going to come in down the left. I mean, Mayer has been playing very well. I want to give game time to our own players, given the situation the season is in now. Solanke will go up top. And, yeah, we've got some youngsters on the bench in Santos who we might look to give some game time to. Urzi is back fit, so we could probably give him some game time as well. Yeah, and we'll just see how we're going. So there we go. We can see the teams there. They're a decent team, aren't they, on paper? And, of course, Richard Nartley, who we sold to Burnley for £5 million, is on the bench for them as well. So let's hope he doesn't come back and haunt us. What do we want to say? Where the favourites go out there, let them know why. I think I'm just going to take the pressure off them here, boys. No pressure. Go out there, enjoy yourselves, make a difference, and yeah, well, we'll kind of see where that takes us. Alright, back at home, and hopefully playing another claret and blue team. We're not going to get embarrassed like we did against West Ham, because that was just not quite good enough, was it? There's an argument to say I should be playing Dawson instead of the on-loan Bazunu in this one. We could ask for Bazunu back on loan again for next season. I'm not sure if we... We do need to improve goalkeeper. There is no doubt about that. Dawson is, I think, a decent number 2 for us. I do like him He's been relatively solid when he has played. Here we go, Horn with a corner. It's just off the crossbar. I think it was Solanke with the header. And he has rattled the crossbar with that. Yeah, we do need to strengthen our goalkeeper. I'm just not convinced that Bazunu is the man to do it with, not on loan. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think there. But I do think there is definitely a strengthening to be done at goalkeeper. It's probably our #1 priority this summer, actually. Here we go with Hannibal. Can he slip a pass in for Solanke? He can't. Garner will pick that up. Back for Marin. What can Marin do? Back to Garner. To Hannibal. McCrory out for the overlapping Horn. Can he get a nice cross in across the 6-yard box? He can. It's, cleared away. Horn still there. Hannibal gets it tackled away. McCrory, can he win it back for us? It's a long old highlight. We're not going to get on the break, are we? No, it goes out of play. And that'll do it for that. But we're looking okay so far, aren't we? Martinez with a throw for Edwards. What can he do? Back for Martinez to McCrory. Martinez. Infield there for Hannibal. Hannibal goes past. He's so good, isn't he? He's so good. Here we go. Marin on a run. Marin, it's just not quite on the same wavelength. They clear it upfield. We win that with Bellick, but Burnley have it. Bellick, you're a centre-back, mate. Maybe not quite so far out. You've got to win it now, mate. You've got to win it. It's infield. We've got Bellick. Martinez is covered. And look at that, brilliantly into centre-back for us. Well done, you. Come on. Oh, Bellick. Oh, it's a good tackle. Oh, I don't know about that. That was, it was a red card for intent, wasn't it? He launched in there and just happened to get the ball. Here we go with Edwards. Has he got Marin with him? He's going himself. Edwards, is he going to score another goal this season? I tell you what. Goalkeeper Nick Pope was scrambling. And, well, luckily for him, unluckily for us, it did whip just past the post. We're into stoppage time, more or less, at the end of the first half. Horn can't win the header. McCrory can't win it. Bellick's there. Bellick nods it down. It's still with Burnley, though. We don't want to fall behind on the stroke of half-time here. Edwards. Good pressure. Hannibal goes out. Come on, win this ball back for me. Good header for McCrory, down for Hannibal. Back there for Doyle. All the way back to Bazunu. He gets it wide for Horn. We are looking like a better team here, aren't we? Which is promising, considering we have a few youngsters on the field as well. Here we go with Marin on a run. Edwards is getting in front of him. Marin, is he going to go himself? He is. Oh, the wingers are a bit too selfish, aren't they? Edwards and Marin, they both scored some wonderful goals this year, but maybe just a little overconfident there. But 0-0 at the break. We've looked okay there. What do we say? Give the fans a performance. All right, we can get on board with that. We have faith in you boys, and we'll give them a little bit of time. I think maybe Solanke up top. One thing I did want to maybe try him as actually is a deep... I'm thinking with inverted wingers, it might be better with a deep lying forward so that they can kind of drop in and let the wingers go in front of them. It might give us a little bit more options. Now, I think Abel Ruiz is maybe a little bit better at playing that role than Solanke is, but given that Solanke's on the field and we're essentially experimenting now anyway, we'll give him a chance. McNeil's gone straight past Martinez and his shot is straight to Bazunu in goal. Now, was that the highlight? It was. We're looking motivated and inspired, so that's good. Hannibal's actually having a poor game by his standards. What can we do differently here? We've got a target man, we've got a winger and a wide playmaker, and we've got a corner to defend. Melling to take. Is that there was a Melling that played in the A-League. I'm sure it's not the same guy. Surely not. There's a good header away, and Marin has it. He's got Edwards with him. Can the wingers combine? All right, they are going to combine. Edwards is through. Marcus Edwards. He can't find it. First time, second time he can. And we've hit them on the break. Marin and Edwards combining. Hopefully that's the first time of many we will be saying that. And it is 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. And it was on the break, and it was Marin and Edwards, the two most likely men to do it on the break. It's a good ball from Marin. For once, it wasn't a selfish play. Decent attempt first up, good save, but the rebound, nothing they could do about that. Edwards is there and he tucks it away expertly for his 6th goal of the season. Let's give him some praise. We've got a free kick now. Martinez stands over it. He gets it in for Edwards. Back to Martinez. McCrory is open in the middle. So is Hannibal. They're standing on top of each other, actually. Spread out, boys. Here we go. Good ball for Garner. He's looking for Marin. Can't find him. McCrory's there. He's got Horn on the outside. He goes back in for Marin. Not Marin, that's Hannibal. Hannibal over the bar. Got Marin on the brain now. But this is, well, it's not looking too bad, is it? Let's just maybe back her off to positive. And let's make some changes. Let's get Ruiz on for Solanke. Edwards is looking tired, so let's take him off for Aussie. We'll try him as an inverted winger over there, and it's only 1-0, isn't it? Do we take Hannibal off? He's looking tired. He's not having his best game. Let's do it. Let's get Santos on. This is the sort of time we'll learn something from him. So we might as well learn something. Let's hope it's not going to cost us 3 points. Ozzy wins that back. What can he do? Gets it forward. Nicely done. He's going on a run. He's left-footed as well. He loses out, but Marin's there. We've got players in the middle. Can Marin find a cross? He's not the best crosser. He's gone down. It's not a penalty. It didn't look like a penalty, to be fair. Ball forward. Bellic has won it, but Martinez has maybe retreated a little bit too quickly there, and Burnley are level. Oh. Well, done on the break. We'll give them some encouragement. Ball forward. Bellic, it was a good header. Martinez maybe just in a little bit of no man's land. And, yeah, that's disappointing, isn't it? 1-1. Can we go and re-find the lead of this game? Doesn't look like it, does it? And we have finished 1-1 with Burnley. Well, we should have won the game. I mean, that's the positive there. We were the better team, but that almost just adds to the frustration, doesn't it? We've been Burnley there. We've been the better team, and we've only taken a point. Now, we'll say unlucky. So there we go. If there was any doubt, I think that's been put to bed now. We will not be in Europe next season, which is obviously disappointing, but at the same time, did we have the squad to do it? And the answer, I think, next season is possibly not. But we've made so much progress. I do think we can be quite proud of our season nonetheless. So Neco Williams is back fit. That's nice, though we may not see too much of him. So we're denied by a late goal. Quick, again, look at the league table there. And we're going to be, well, we're definitely safe. That's without doubt. So it's going to be a nice, stressless end to the season. Are we going to be top half? We've got games to come against Villa. That'll be a big one for us. We've got Spurs as well. And then the Manchester club. So we have a really, really tough run in. Top half might actually end up being a little bit of a stretch. Depends, I think, if we can beat Villa or not, doesn't it? But that'll do it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We've just stumbled a little bit at the end of the year here, haven't we? We've only won one game of our last, 5 or 6. And a few silly draws in there against some teams in Fulham, in Sheffield Wednesday. We had some up here too, didn't we? Brighton and Brentford. And you just think those are the draws. If we can turn them into wins next season, that's the difference between us being mid-table and in Europe, I would suggest. But guys, we'll be back next episode. We'll round out the season at home to Manchester City, hopefully on a high. We'll have our end-of-season awards, so don't forget to go and vote for those. Our goal of the season as well, and we have scored some absolute belters this year. So yeah, join me next time as we round out the season and, well, talk about next season. It's going to be a big summer. Take care.